Everyone tells you to be yourself and to embrace what makes you different. But how can you be yourself when everyone around you judges you for those very differences? When you express your true personality, people begin to create their own definition of you by analyzing your flaws. Our society makes people feel ashamed of their differences. We tease, name call, and target those who stand out. Hello, my name is Katherine Schug, and I use my differences to make change through my organization, FAAB. I am 16 years old and have had food allergies all my life. I'm allergic to dairy, eggs, peanuts, and tree nuts. Unlike what many people think, a food allergy is not just an excuse for not eating your vegetables. A food allergy is a serious medical condition that results when a person, like me, reacts violently to a specific food. Reactions include swelling of the mouth, constricting of the throat, and difficulty in breathing. Every year, over 200 people die from these and other reactions caused by food allergies. This potentially deadly disease affects about 1 in every 13 children in the United States. This number, 1 in 13, translates roughly around 2 children in every classroom, in every school, in every state in America. Rather than taking this disease seriously, the media, as in TV sitcoms, often portray people with food allergies as weak. I remember watching my favorite show a few years ago on television. As I sat down on the couch, I watched as a young boy was being harassed by his friends. They were throwing foods at him to which he was allergic to. Another show portrayed a girl as nerdy and geeky because she had to carry around an inhaler, like many of us with food allergies do. These episodes appeared on popular television shows and translated the message that if you have food allergies, celiac disease, or any other intolerance, you are automatically labeled as a nerd, someone who doesn't fit in society. As a result, many children and teens are bullied because of their food allergies. When my classmates discovered that I had food allergies, they teased me by shoving the foods that I was allergic to into my face, causing frightening reactions. My mouth started to get itchy and I developed hives. At times, I felt isolated, alone, and ashamed of my condition because of the bullying. I went through several phases growing up with food allergies. First, I was envious of my sisters for being able to eat foods that I was unable to. Second, I was resentful towards my friends because they didn't have to bring their food wherever they went to the mall. And lastly, I was frustrated of having to bring my epinephrine everywhere I went when leaving the house. Though my food allergies created many limitations, I ultimately decided that I would not let them limit who I was and who I could be. Every year, I attend conferences to learn new information that could help keep me safe. My first conference in New York inspired me to take a stand and help others. The presentations about turning something negative into something positive inspired me. Food allergies have always been a part of my life, but I never realized the empowerment that came with it. After going to these conferences, I decided that I wanted to create an online resource where teens could look to for advice, awareness, and support for coping with their food allergies. My idea for an online resource later became an organization known as FAAB. FAAB works with teenagers across the country deal with their food allergies. We provide mentoring for those who need assistance and provide awareness for those who may be food allergy ignorant. Through my organization, I've had the honor of speaking to hundreds of people at presentations, participating in a variety of awareness videos, becoming a teen ambassador for an anti-bullying campaign, and serving as a teen advisor for 2 food allergy organizations. My experiences have given me the opportunity to help those who have been struggling with similar situations that I've faced before. Melissa, a teenager whose mother reached out to me, is a 12-year-old girl who is being bullied because of her food allergies. Her allergies to shellfish, eggs, and nuts created food restrictions in the classroom. Students started to bully her and rebel against this new rule because they thought it was unfair. Her classmates didn't understand why they were not allowed to bring in their favorite foods. This led them to believe that she was just calling for attention. They strongly believed that her medical condition was fake and exaggerated. Therefore, they bullied her for it. As a result, she became isolated and alone, Every day, she would sit alone at a peanut-free lunch table. She felt like an outcast in her school, and this caused her to feel abandoned. When I reached out to Melissa, she was in desperate need of advice and a friend who knew exactly what she was going through. I advised her to alert her teacher of her mistreatment and work with her peers to spread awareness. Sometimes, food allergy bullying occurs from a lack of awareness, and if she told others about how serious her condition was, they would stop teasing her. After exchanging texts and emails, Melissa finally had the courage to speak up and explain how serious her food allergies were. They stopped teasing her and became supportive of her. Her experiences with food allergies and bullying inspired her to take a stand and spread allergy awareness. Students were targeting her because they were not aware of the life-threatening consequences of these allergies. But sometimes, in our darkest moments, we may take the initiative to do something we would have never done before. Just think, if Melissa had let those bullies to continue bullying her, she would not have had the courage to stand up and spread awareness. Her mother asked me in confidence to help her daughter manage her food allergies. But in addition to helping her deal with the bullies, I wanted her to embrace what made her special, instead of being ashamed by it. An American actor named Harvey Fierstein once said, "Never be bullied into silence. Never be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life, but accept your own. Don't be ashamed of your differences, embrace them. Don't let others define who you are because the only opinion that matters is yours. Your differences are what makes you unique, and they're going to be what changes the world." Like Melissa, many others get teased and bullied for what makes them special. When I was a teen ambassador for Bystander Revolution, I remember hearing a story about a woman who looked a bit different from the rest of the world. Society wouldn't accept her, and they classified her as the world's ugliest woman. Her name is Lizzie Velasquez, and when she was born, she was diagnosed with a rare congenital disease that impeded her from accumulating body fat. Her condition resulted in bullying during her childhood and early youth. However, Lizzie didn't let this pull her down. Instead, it inspired her. She became a motivational speaker and was determined to help others who have faced similar situations as her. Currently, she has written 2 books and had a documentary published. She wants to share her story to discover what truly makes us beautiful and teaches readers to recognize their unique gifts and blessings in the world. So even though you may be different from their classmates, children, teens, or people in society, dare to be different, dare to be unique, and dare to be special. Don't let the rest of the world stop you from revealing who you are. Don't let society make you feel ashamed of your differences. There is no normal in society. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own flaws, and that's what makes the world so unique. Food allergies are as special as and unchangeable as one's appearance. Kurt Cobain, a famous musician, once said, "They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same." Every day, I hear my fellow classmates gossip about one another. They laugh whenever someone speaks their mind, gossips about one appearance, and even teases individuals for putting themselves out there. People always tell us to be ourselves, but when we are ourselves, we get penalized for it. Why should our differences be something that we are made fun of? Rob Siltonen, the man behind Apple's Think Different campaign, inspired me to look beyond society's expectations with this quote. "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Society may see people with differences, like having food allergies, as outsiders. We don't fit in with others, we need to take more precautions, and we always need to have special exceptions for us. However, it is these differences that give us the determination to make change in the world, so that others like us will be able to finally feel included. I am standing on this stage tonight to tell you to look beyond society's expectations, and to be yourself. Use your differences to make a difference. We're our own superhero. We don't need the ability to fly, speed, or super strength to make a change. Our powers are our differences. They are what makes us unique, and they're going to be what changes the world. If we believe that we could do anything, then we can, because nothing is impossible. If we all just speak up and do our best to create a positive impact, imagine how much brighter the world will be. Melissa, the shy girl who used to sit alone at the table, is now spreading awareness and is one step closer to eliminating food allergy ignorance. Lizzie Velasquez went from being a victim to becoming an inspiration. Sometimes, the dark clouds in our lives can be an inspiration to make the light shine through. Gandhi, a person who changed changed millions of lives for the better, once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Change starts with one person, and that one person can be you. I encourage you to utilize what makes you unique and turn it into a project that can make the world a better place. Creating a business, starting a project, or even showing small acts of leadership can improve your home, community, or town. Even though I am one person, I hope that I can create a difference in the world and help some of those million Americans who suffer from food allergies. I hope that you can make a change too. Thank you.